Come with me this afternoon and we got a 2010 Vauxhall Insignia making a funny noise when the vehicle's ticking over. As you can hear, it has got a little bit of a squeakeroonie and the belt is just hanging off the tensioner ever so slightly. So what we need to do, we need to make ourselves a little bit of room. We're just going to remove this airbox. Now we've got the airbox out of the way. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see, but you can just about make it out there. That auxiliary drive belt tensioner. The actual belt itself is halfway off or halfway on, whatever you want to put it. Now let's get the tension off the alternator belt. 15mm long extension, long ratchet, and then once we got it off, we can just put a little pin in it to hold it. Now that we've got the belter off, we just need to get the power steering pump now and just undo the 3 bolts, pull it forward so we can get the 213s out of the tensioner. And there we have it, that is one tensioner removed. Now 99% of the time, the reason why these fail, and a lot of people don't check them, is the overrun alternator pulley. Yes, these do fail. They have got little clutches in them, and what happens is they seize up and they cause these tensioners to bounce around quite bad, quite vigorously, and they've ruined the tension in them. Well, damage the springs or whatever you want to call it. Now the reason why I have ordered 2 new pulleys is because they are slightly different depending on what's on the vehicle. You can see we need that one there so we can, well, obviously send that one back. Now to change a pulley on these, you need to just remove this little black plastic cap off the end of it, put a jack under the engine with a block of wood, and just remove this gearbox mount. Oh, I'll pick it up now. And then once we've done that, we can just jack the engine up ever so slightly. And now we can get the tool in there. And there we go, that is a tool inserted into the pulley. Now sometimes these are the opposite threads, so lefty loosey righty tighty and righty loosey lefty tighty. Is that sounding right? Yeah, anyway. And what this tool does, it holds the shaft, the centre shaft in the alternator. Then you can get your 17mm. Then you can wind that pulley off the alternator. I have slackened it off, don't worry. And it literally just comes off, look at that. Now let's get this brand new one fitted in the reverse procedure. Now that's a new pulley fitted, and all we've got to do is make sure it's spinning nice and freely and that clutch is disengaging. And how you do it is grab hold of the pulley and spin it, but hold the pulley at the same time and you should feel it disengaging from the alternator. Now let's get the brand new tensioner on. Now we need to get the brand new auxiliary drive belt on. Now if you're anything like me and you haven't drawn a picture, jump on Autodata and a diagram is there for you. And that is the belt on and the engine mount. I'll just give everything a little bit of a wipe down, make it look as if we worked on it. Right, let's get this airbox on. And that is the airbox all back together. All we've got to do now is literally just get on the key and give it a big start. Now before I start it, I got asked the other day what I use through the window to press the clutch to make sure I can start it. It's this little, I don't really know what it is, a bonnet prop, telescopic thingy majiggy, I don't know. But it is a blue point. Get on the snap-on van. It's ideal for starting vehicles. And there we go, that is an alternator run-on pulley and an alternator belt tensioner changed on a Vauxhall Insignia. I'm sure I called it a Vectra at the beginning of the video. I don't know. Anyway, let's get it set.